There's a streamer who might be ruining his life because he wants to be more handsome. I know that sounds ridiculous, but this story is very real. Recently, a streamer known as Clavicular was featured in the New York Times, and they described him with a headline, "Handsome at any cost." Now think about that. How many streamers get written about in the New York Times just for being attractive? Almost none. But this isn't just about looks, it's about obsession. As you probably know, the streaming world is completely saturated. There are more streamers than viewers at this point, so if you want to stand out, you have to be extreme. Some creators stand out because they're chaotic, some because they do insane marathon streams, some because they're intentionally controversial. Clavicular chose a different path. He built his identity around Looksmaxxing. If you don't know what that is, here's the basic idea. Looksmaxxing is an online trend focused on maximizing male physical attractiveness, and it ranges from basic grooming all the way to extreme procedures. Clavicular didn't just go to the gym, he didn't just change his hairstyle. He openly talks about injecting substances and using questionable methods to alter his appearance faster, and he doesn't hide it. In fact, he turns it into content. His transformation photos went viral, before and after, but what shocked people wasn't the change itself, it was how he achieved it. There are even clips of him tapping his jaw with a hammer to supposedly create microfractures in order to reshape it. Yes, a hammer. This reminds me of the story of that model who joined the UFC to achieve a similar result. Now, his community has its own bizarre language. If you scroll through his viral posts, you'll see comments that almost look like hieroglyphics. Terms like mogging, cortisol spikes, frame maxing. It feels like another planet. But that strange culture is part of what fuels his growth. Controversy spreads fast, and Clavicular knows it. A few months ago, he went viral after allegedly running over a fan with his car. People initially thought it was insane. Turns out, it was staged. It was coordinated for virality. But here's where things got serious. Recently, he was arrested. He tried to enter a venue using a fake ID. He's 19. When authorities checked him, they allegedly found substances in his possession that were not legal, and suddenly this handsome at any cost persona wasn't just edgy content anymore, it was real consequences. He's built an image of someone who doesn't care. He posts clips of himself flirting with other men's girlfriends. He jokes about dominating rooms with his presence. He screenshots women reacting to him at fashion shows and captions it with phrases about superiority. And to be fair, it's working. He's gaining attention. He's entering the modeling world. He's building a brand, but at what cost? The New York Times described him as a role model for a group of young, status-obsessed men who see appearance as the ultimate currency. And maybe that's the bigger story here, because this isn't just about one streamer, it's about a culture shift where attention is everything and extremes are rewarded. When being normal doesn't get clicks, people escalate, faster transformations, riskier decisions, more shocking behavior, and sometimes that escalation crosses legal lines. The question is he a genius at playing the internet or someone heading toward a crash? There's a thin line between branding yourself and becoming trapped in the character you created. I'd love to know what you think. Is this smart strategy in a saturated market or a dangerous obsession? I'll see you in the next video, and remember, embrace reality and deal with it.